Okay, well, here we go, we're live. I was trying to see if I could stream this to the New Age Adventures YouTube account. I don't think I can, although I'm not entirely sure. No. Anyway, I can't let that get too far in the way of. So this is the New Age Adventures account. Doesn't seem to be streaming there. Oh well. Let's get back to where we were. I was trying to get around this issue that we have. I was just explaining in the Scrum about the test that I have set up to simulate the PayPal redirection is not maintaining the cookie. So the kind of thing here is what we want is pass capybara to rack test. And I think I'm wondering if I need to pull in a gem. Oh, I want to get the session and I want to replicate it over there. This here that I've just tried out is not, oh, that's not the right thing, is not working in the way that I want. It's not working in the way that I want, because when I run it, comes here and it says get rack session is not a defined method for capybara session. I could ask what are the things available to me at that point. I feel like we introduced a new gem on local support recently, didn't we? Which was something to do with cookies or so let's see, Control F. Cookie, show me the cookies. Was the gem as that? Show me the cookies. Show me the cookies. Show me the cookies. Yes, get me the cookie. Cookie name. Show me the cookies. Give me the cookies. Create cookie. This works with all different browsers, JavaScript drivers. We're in here at this point, and we could ask about the page. The page is session. Public methods minus object. Public methods. Control E dot sort. Control Y. No. To do preprint. There we go. Right. I mean, the thing that I was trying to do there, which is from there was an older thing that we did in rack session. I guess the current version of capybara, or the version of capybara that we've got here, is I'm not seeing anything that tells me about access to any of those things. I don't know that. Let's go and have a look at how are we using that in the steps. We must be using it in the steps in the features. Where is it? Definitions, find and path, cookie. We're creating cookies. That's the cookie policy. Okay, fair enough. I think I did find previously. We've got find and path. We've got some old code that does something with the session. It seems to be relying upon yeah, like set rack session on page there. That was something that we did. We were simulating session things there, page set rack session, which doesn't even appear to be available in this version of capybara. We've got, let's have a little look at what version of capybara we are using here. We've got 2.4.1 here, and we've got capybara 2.7.1, yeah, so more recent version of Capybara, can't use that. Yeah. Now I know under the hood, let's just do it, for example, set cookie, just get the session. I just do capybara get session object, and is there a gem? The interesting thing is that it calls the page capybara session. Looking at these, passing capybara session to. I'm tempted to try just, it's just not going to be that, is it? I mean, the page itself. In this environment here, we've got resetting the session is an option. Oh gosh, current URL, current scope, current path, current host. Blah. I mean, I guess is there one of these was driver. I say driver. Ooh, okay, page driver public methods minus objects dot public methods sort control A. Okay, so we can go to the driver. What driver dot cookies? Page. Okay, well, let's try that. I'm not insane that might work. I guess the thing to do would be to come back over here where we are doing this. Yeah, we've got a button in there already, so let's just run that. Okay, bring that to run. I'm just going to completely blow up on me. Previous of 77. God, I mean, the thing that I want to do is basically hand off capybara session to rack test. Let's just need to tell me about capybara. Why am I on this page? Session methods. Yes, it's. Page driver set. Wait, so in here at this point, the page dot driver is a thing. We've got the cookies there. But so then I'm trying to do this. We've got the test post methods. That's the wrong thing. Rack. I want the documentation for that post method. Can I get to that? I was looking at this before. Yeah, and it's like the environment element that I passed in there instead of the environment there. Can I go from here to like, can I see the online documentation right test methods? If I do rack test GitHub, will it be a README? Maybe or cookie. Yeah, okay. Do we have any docs? We have the README. Tell me anything about. That's the code. Okay. No. Examples of how we do that. Have they got tests? They have got tests. Rack test cookie spec. Examples where they're doing stuff and they're setting these environment. What's its I feel like I'm kind of spinning my wheels here on this. They've got let's put some special matches. Okay, cool. Verb thing, and then I mean that seems like what's going in there is setting a header. I mean I can try doing the thing itself. It's having a problem with that. Undefined method for nil class. Presumably, yeah, I mean, that gives us a response. But so, not from this. I got a set cookie on. Keeps a cookie jar that persists a request. You can access it with rack mock session cookies. Let's say you have a handle like this. You could now define a rack mock session cookie jar. Can I set the cookies? Do I have access to this at this point? Probably I do. Okay. Huh. So can I? What if I name request method? Can I? That's because I've just done a post. Can I set up here? And I've also got at this point page.driver.cookies. It's basically that, isn't it? Can I get to? Can I? Yeah. that's specifically the. I mean, I've got a capybara poltergeist cookie. I mean, the key thing. Well, let's just try it. I mean, it's just silly, isn't it? Set the cookie doesn't like this. This is completely the wrong way to go. I'm almost certain. Oh gosh, that's so totally going to break, isn't it? It might break less than that one. No, this would love it a different way. So this is why I don't want to spend all my time refactoring the things in the code, because there's the question of, like, fundamentally, can we test, which is the one that ends up burning. Okay, so we actually get to that point. Can we even say here current user? Current user is nil. So it hasn't done what I wanted. It's not affecting that. What I need is some mechanism. This is not quite what I want. That's like after the set cookie on rack, setting and reading cookies using rack test. Okay. Is it just that? Can I, is the thing to do here, I'll put a set cookie and do set one session equals, and then we've got to take the value of it, stick it in there, and then have a semicolon, and another one here. Okay. That will fail. I'm surprised. Have I taken away? I thought I saw a buy bug in there. Is it going to redirect me? No, that was the okay. I hadn't started yet. Okay, right. Current user is not nil. Okay, so that actually maintained the user. Whether that will still separately work, no, it still hasn't seen it. Okay, but so that is some sort of progress. Bing bong, bingly bong, bonk bonk bunk. So here, so we get to this point. So the question about whether it's, so let's go step over that. So we can ask about what is our user. We have user one. Oh Christ, and it's okay. Right, so I think actually I've realized I've got the test wrong, because for the test to work, we need to have sponsor or member. We need to have two members, and so actually what we need is two different users, or at least we want to be not logged in as that. So what we need, okay, yes. So no, wait a sec. No. Actually, wait. Because with Alice, the I am logged in creates a user. Right. So the user there that we want to sponsor is that one, and so check that we got the plan. We have got the plan. We've got the user. And the current user is different. The current user is this example person. Okay, so let's step into sponsored user. So now we ask the user is present, question mark, and current user is not equal to user. Okay, so true. So we do next, that will, so we're then in this situation, we have sponsored user is true. Sponsored user is true. So we should go through here, and I would be expecting for us to end up in a good place. We've come through here, sponsored user is true. We've got the create, it's the results of doing a creation, which is in subscriptions, and we do create and sponsored user. Says, thanks, you have sponsored user display name as a so-and-so member. So, I mean, I probably can't, but let's, if we pop this in here, it's by bug, and I continue. Yeah, I mean, here are this. So it says we are in sponsored users. So I can ask about what's the value of user there, and user dot display name is Alice Jones. You should be able to continue. Update on endpoint after sponsoring Alice. Expected to find text you have sponsored legends of member in right. It's certainly tried to render that. Okay. I think we're in the situation. Okay, we're in this. Okay, so it's looking at a different place. So after we've come in through PayPal, that we would end on there. Okay, but so we had this issue in the other test. Subscribes self to premium. It's in last response. God, that's right. That's yes. Okay. So the controller is doing, I think, what it should be doing, and the create thing is also doing what I think it should be doing. And okay. Bonk. Okay, so that's working. So that's right. Gah. So we have some greenness. Okay, so we'll just do get commit minus am spots PayPal sponsor best green. Now the thing is that it won't. Well, let's see. I guess before we try and set it up, let's see what else, if anything, it breaks. So within here we've got sponsoring a member and also sponsoring a member when we're there. Okay, so for better or for worse, we've changed that to, oh gosh, the premium thing here will now I think it's probably better to just have it say subscribe there, because we can't change the button for PayPal at the moment. So it's probably simpler if we just leave that and so subscribe, and probably better to change like this to say who you're sponsoring. There's if sponsorship. You can say here that this is action equal and action there. And then it's action. And here we have equals action there. That's all green. I guess what I'm tempted to do there is try and run a quick set for all of those because I'm broken other places. But sponsor premium. I mean, that could say the name of the person. Would be, and now there is saying get premium partner. Let's do this. Let's have that. Let's pull this out. Right to the top. And so we can then put in here, that's going to be the action again. So is that running in the background? Okay. And hey there. I guess we can have a little look at what this will look like here.
Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
I just got back.
Oh yeah?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm just getting some green finally on this sponsoring via PayPal. And I'm just running the full set of other tests to see if I've ridiculously broken anything in the process. But if I'm lucky, I've kind of got it working. It's a bit, there's definitely room for some cleanup. How are things going with you?
All right.
I'm trying to set up I have set up an Agile Ventures channel for streaming, but I don't seem to be able to stream to it. I was trying to set up this Hangout so that it would stream to it.
Really?
Yeah, partly with the idea. Actually, this is from the mob programming that. So we're developing. We've got these mob programming videos, and then like the guys were talking about.
When do you do mobs anyway?
It's Thursday.
Thursday.
It's now usually I think 1 p.m. UTC, which is I think 8 a.m. your time on a Thursday. Yeah.
8 a.m. Thursday.
Yeah. So we've got like we'll probably do one next Thursday, I think. So I put it down for being like once a month, but I sort of felt like one it was fun, and two, like if we only do it once a month, like people are not going to remember from once. I mean that's in the context that we're doing this, working through this Abdi Grimm book.
So what are you trying to do it like every week or 2 weeks or what?
I'm kind of trying to do it every week at the moment.
Okay.
Maybe that's too much. I don't know. We'll see. That's what it's sort of turned into. So I've got one failure here, and I think I have to see the individual.
But you'll be off for the holidays, right?
Well, it's funny because with Christmas and New Year both being on a Sunday, it kind of all falls neatly on the weekend. I'll certainly be less available, but next week I'm kind of planning to just be doing things fairly normally, I think. And then the week, certainly the week after, but conceivably by the Thursday, I may be for so the mob programming may go on. I mean, I guess.
So the last week of December, it'll be the 29th Thursday. Will you
Yeah.
be doing
Yes.
it that week or no?
I'm not sure yet. I mean, I'll have to look at the schedule. There's going to be various family things going on.
Okay. But you won't be regularly working that week.
Certainly not as much as I will be in this week running up to Christmas. That's just coming.
And then after the new year,
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to be. Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of going to want to keep going. I mean, you know, we with your wonderful help, we've got to like halfway to the kind of like financial stability thing, and I would really like, but I mean, it's maybe unrealistic, but by the end of January, if I can land another sponsor and a good few upgrades and so on, then we can maybe get to a place where I'm just a lot calmer generally.
How much did the upgrade that I did do?
I think it took us to the halfway mark.
Really?
Yeah. So it was very timely.
Okay.
Although
I'm
I mean,
not sure if I'll do that indefinitely. But we'll
no,
see.
of course not. No. And I think various people who are also on the same level have said, you know, there's, you know, they'll do it and see. And so I think what I'm also going to have in the new year is sort of, you know, there's people who will want to downgrade and
financially, I could maintain it indefinitely, but I'm just
no. Well, see if you're getting sufficient value from it. I think that's
wild.
true for everybody. They, you know, although we are a charity, but yes, I think people, you know, but it's natural that people are gonna. So we had one person downgraded from Plus to face to face.
Basically, now I'm just gonna cut out Audible, and I'm gonna cut out certain other services.
Sure.
It's gonna offset most of that.
So there is something wrong. This one, is that really the one that's failing?
So basically, you're just taking all the money from Silicon Valley.
You know, it felt like it had too much. And why is this? I thought this just what is it? So this, what I don't know. That's the sponsor other thing, and now this is the. I have changed the button. Oh, right. So the button. Okay. So the reason this is sensibly failing because what we have done is that, and is it even on the back page for here? Is so now we've changed it so that rather than having a button that goes directly and pops the Stripe thing up, this now takes you to the page to where you have the option to subscribe via PayPal or Stripe. So what that means here is you click upgrade to premium, and that's fine. And you then have, and I click subscribe.
Why is this taking forever?
Which thing? This feature?
Yeah, it feels like you've been working on this forever.
Well, I've done like 2.5 hours. Okay, it's partly because I'm so busy doing so many other things. No, and I've split it into two. So one pull request is in, and I think I even merged it, and which so that's done. And now this is the second part of it, which is now doing the sponsorship on top of it.
Okay. So continue on.
And so upgrades to premium. I'm just worrying here.
Are you going to get interrupted by the SAS beta sasters, or is that canceled this week?
That I'm going to get interrupted by in 20 minutes.
Okay. I'll leave you alone then.
Thanks. So upgraded premium then comes in, and I'm worrying about this because the 3D upgrade. That's right, and they would click subscribe, and that makes sense. I was just worrying there that the word click subscribe there was no, but that's if they were upgrading Premium Plus or the other things. Of course, then they're supporting all the other kind of upgrades, which is another thing in entirely. So this one, if this one works, that'll be good. So then, and this is there's I've got various little bits of logic in the view and the controller that I want to refactor out, but I've also got you know, a series of other changes to make to how all this is working, and I'm worried about. And then this has to say subscribe, and this would be within card section. So there's definitely kind of a judgment call coming up on these things and how much stuff I try and get in place at once. No, really, don't know that. Describe within. I think it's the, isn't it? Yeah, that's right. But so what I've got is we've got a little bit of logic there, and again here, almost these could be pulled into helpers. People saying that all right, they're preferring presenters to helpers, but I think for those minimal things there, let's see, that is now green. That is pleasing. So yeah, so I think those can be pulled into helpers. And then there's a question of the things that we're doing in here, which, no, I mean, I think that's in principle sufficient for our current purposes. It's all at the premium level. And there's kind of a painful set of things here that I want to kind of the same thing over and over again, which is here. This is, it's not a, this is almost a compliment. This is like PayPal redirect body. And so we've got no, that, and then we need to add into it I guess, well, none of them are used in the same context. So the way I have it set up is there's two things missing from this initial thing here, and we've got last name buyer, residence country GB, MC currency GBP, item name premium. Yeah, so that was one of the ones that I removed. So we want that, and then item name business recurring payer status payer email. I think that's, I also removed that, or that had no effect. And then item number is the keyword. Now in this case, it doesn't have to be overwritten, but in this one it will. And it's going to be Alice Jones there, like so. And so okay, so we want this to be done like that, and then that will make that sufficient for, if we're adjusting that principle, paper rewrite body, yes. And then we will want the same thing again over here. We will want to remove this. We can update that and this element, and that makes the changes more explicit and clear. And there we go. So, yep, that's all green and clean. Oh God. I guess I will run that. Because having refactored the tests, ideally I would be breaking them all. These are specifically in 3 places. I'm fairly confident with what that's doing. Tempted to have this here. Take that out and create an action text element in the helpers subscriptions helper action text. So we can basically ask sponsorship question mark sponsor premium. There we go. And then premium action text. Right. And then that's basically a type operation there, isn't it? Let's move the subscriptions helper over to here. F type. And then we've got sponsorship, membership. So premium type. Okay, so that has now removed the logic from there. Okay, I've started saving it midway through. It's silly, isn't it? Too many things at once. Keep all the steps taking too long. I think that will be what this. I guess there's also the situation for somebody who sponsors other members but is not logged in. Which we would also like to support. Subscribe self to premium. Sponsor other member. Right, so we've got the ability for non-log user, and then I guess there's also doing it via PayPal. Okay, that's also via PayPal. Right, and so click sponsor for premium. Update to point after sponsoring Alice in response. Okay, that would be a full set of things. Okay, let's. Let's do the set of sponsor other membership and subscribe self to premium. Feature 39. Anyway, I think I'm probably going to go and make a cup of tea before this next meeting starts. I'm getting out of time, aren't I? I guess it would sort of be nice if this, I think people would be reassured if the sponsorship page said who you were sponsoring before you clicked the what have you. But that's maybe too much anticipation. All those are passed. Let's just run this one, which maybe fell foul of me editing too many bits and pieces in the process. I think I anticipated the issue in the subscriptions controller in terms of when we asked about, is it a sponsored user? Yeah, okay, that doesn't require the user to be logged in. That also works. Oh, well, if that almost feels like AM green adds non-in user sponsoring via PayPal. And I'll pop. This is via PayPal. This is 1436. Okay, and I will do BA there, and I will get some tea and maybe see some of you in the Beta Salsa meeting. Bye for now.